Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Red Inc. So today's game is going to be Ulforce versus Metal Etemon. Yeah, so I got a player that loves this deck. So he's doing everything he can to make it as awesome as he possibly can. And we went through several games, right? I think this is like our 7th take on this game, and I wanted a really good one for both sides. So you can really see Ulforce go at it, you can really see Etemon go at it. And this was the best one that I feel like really showed that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into this. Alright, so we got blue here starting off. We got the Devimon in the raising area there. And then, straight into a V-Tamer tie, though. No rookie in play. That's definitely going to be kind of an uphill battle. Get them a little bit behind there. Black able to go immediately off, though, all the way up into a Omnimon already. Hasn't even passed turn yet. That's a really good play for sure. It allows them to get into the level 5, which is the Etemon, and that's the super crucial part. So it's really important to get your level 4s out there. And then just hard plays a Higuramon, and that'll just pass it back over to blue for putting them at 1. There they got their rookie there. They got into the jamming Vmon, so that's a really good one. If you can get it used fast enough, then they're going to go into the Gorillamon here, just get that draw power. I'm sure they're probably light on cards. And then they're going to go straight into the Arrow Vigramon. They might be trying to push for an early Ulforce, knowing that they're up against Black. Black's got a lot of blockers, so you got to be able to work fast against Black. If Black has a chance to really build up a whole lot of blockers, you could be in for some trouble for sure. So Black's going to just push up that Omnimon. Are they going to drop an Etemon here? No, they're just going to wall up here, go into that Guardramon. Nice 7k on that level 4. That's a really good blocker for sure. Can't attack at all, which is the drawback, but hey, it is what it is. It's there to serve its purpose. It then drops a Joe. Joe in this matchup is great because he's got all these blockers that just really synergizes, I think, super well with Joe. I think Joe's probably one of the better Black Tamers if you're running a deck that's going to have a lot of blockers in it. So it's a really good memory efficient. And then here, blue's just going to drop the arena. Looks like we got a missed opportunity, a missed trigger there. Did not activate the arena effect. Probably just more concerned about getting bodies on field, getting tamers on field. They'll go ahead and get that Ulforce activation going. Then on the other side, we see a Toy Agumon come down. Great rookie for Black. Oh my goodness, just so good. That reboot is so nice, just because there's so many blockers. And being able to attack with your blocker and reboot them, so you can attack, clear something out really easily. And then here we see the Andromon, which is one of those great ones to do it. It can usually get past blockers, that sort of thing, because blockers are usually 6k in most decks. So, but the question is, would you want to lose that? Because a 7k into a security is not the best call, I would say. But they do drop a Gatsumon, so that's 3 blockers on field now. We see another Devimon goes into the draw power Vmon over there. Not really sure if they've got the memory for it. They could go into an Ulforce. There's a lot of blockers to clear. Oh, you're gonna have to go for that draw. Looks like they got to dig deeper. Definitely should have activated that arena, it looks like. But they might have needed more tamers possibly, and if they didn't have enough tamers on field, they might not have risked sending tamers to the bottom of the deck. And then here we go, playing it safe with a blocker. Don't want to give away some free hits as much as possible. Pass it to 1, but they got that Joe, which will put them up to 2. And Joe's so good in this deck for sure. All the blockers, you'll get that Joe effect every single turn pretty much, which is, I mean that's better than Kari, honestly, and it's cheaper than Kari. Here we see the swing in, hitting an Ulforce. Oof, that's 1 Ulforce out of a deck. And a deck that relies completely on this one boss monster, a quarter of yours just went to the, came out of security and went to the trash. That's rough. Here we do finally see the Etemon drop, though, so hopefully we'll get to see some triggers there. Go ahead and raise up that Vmon. Looks like we're drawing again there. Does not have the memory, though. Looks like see a couple Hammer Sparks up in there. Probably just waiting for that Ulforce to really get it to pop off. Just digging deeper. Just trying to get into that Ulforce. Looks like we're going to drop over another arena. We do get the trigger this time. No more Tamers really needed. Definitely just needing bodies at this point. Three Tamers is pretty solid in this deck, I would say. Or 3 on field, not in the whole deck. 3 on field is a good foundation to really start swinging with an Ulforce if you can get one out. So they're passing turn there. Goes to 3 and then goes to 4 because of the Joe. Gonna swing with the Etemon here. Probably gonna try to get it killed to get it a trigger off of it. Does decide to go ahead and block it, just because if the Etemon dies, it's just swinging turn after turn after turn for free. And we do see a metal Etemon show up, a little player rejoice there. So drops that free Etemon, cannot be blocked. 10k, you know, that's nothing to sneeze at for sure. Oh, we do see the Chumon come down, which Chumon is rough against blue. It is so effective. And then, oof, a hard play of another Etemon, really trying to get those triggers off, it looks like. That's a expensive play for sure there. But seeing the Chumon, though, you really gotta, if you got Hammer Sparks, now is the time to go off with them, for sure. So we see a Demi-Vemon, goes into another Vemon here, another jamming one. So, unfortunately, he's got so many blockers out now. Oh, I guess he's got the 2 blockers now. But we do see the Ulforce drop, and here we go. We got the jamming Arrow Vidramon trigger underneath. So, there you go. Activate the arena, which this immediately activates the jamming before the hit goes through. Doesn't matter, though, because it was a Numemon. Has the draw power of the Demi-Vemon. Unsuspending there. Again, nothing too crazy. Gonna keep swinging. Oh, man, feels so good when you just get to keep going. And here we go. Another unsuspend for the V-Tamer to draw a card. And then we're gonna swing yet again. He does have those blockers, but he probably doesn't want to give them up too easily. He is gonna take that last one. I don't know what he was hoping for. Maybe something to hit. There we go. There we see the 3 Hammer Sparks. Ooh, all 3 in hand. That is a mega play there. But you see that Chumon, and you definitely do not want to get stuck with all those in your hand next turn because he's coming out. So definitely a good time to go with it for sure. Here gets out another Ulforce. Does unfortunately have to pass turn with it, though. Did not have quite enough memory, even with the memory-efficient evolutions there. Here, the opponent's like, well, there's no point in keeping this guy around. We've already cleared out 75% of the Hammer Sparks, so there's no other reason to keep it. So he's just going to start swinging now. Definitely sees the... got another Etemon trigger here. So we got yet another metal Etemon coming out. Probably sees the issue coming with multiple Ulforces on field and only 2 security left. So he's got to try to make some sort of play here. He does get 2 Etemons on field, though. Definitely has a chance to do something. He's only got the 2 attacks, though, because of essentially the summoning sickness on the new Etemon. Which, wow, if it didn't have that, that would be nuts. You get a security check with the first Etemon, and then get us another security check after it dies. Here we just see a V-Tamer. I mean, literally wide open. Just, I mean, what do you got? What do you got to do? A Machinedramon right now would have been game ending for sure. It was in the earlier matches. We saw it. The Digivolve 2, and then the blocker, and the innate blocker there. Oh my goodness, that would have been a crazy play to pull off that. It would have been a game-winning play if he had played the Machinedramon. Unfortunately, we talked about it afterward. He didn't have it in hand. So here we go. We see the Ulforce coming in. He's gonna go ahead and block that first one. Do we get the draw power off the Demi-Vemon? Ooh, Millenniumon. Hello, jamming. You feel so good. And just going to keep swinging here. And another Millenniumon. Oh, that jamming is just so gnarly. Ulforce just pounded away there. Just keeps it going. We see the Craniumon in hand, though. Unfortunately, not enough to do anything there. Although it is a beastly blocker. So Ulforce definitely has some weaknesses. but it can overcome them. You got to be able to play fast, though. That's the thing I noticed about this deck. It's either you win fast or you lose fast. There's not really a whole lot of middle ground. You have a couple Grizzlymons in there to kind of just slow your opponent down just a little bit. It doesn't slow them down a whole lot, but just enough to build up a board. Thankfully, you're only trying to get into a level 6 in this deck. You're not trying to get into like an Alter S, which is a level 7, a hefty costed level 7. So once you get your level 6 out there, boom, your plays are made. It's time to go to town. Now that your 6 is there, let's just go. And he's only a 3 memory cost, so if you get like something like a Davis on field, Davis is pretty much round after round a guaranteed. If you have an Ulforce in hand, you can slap that Ulforce down and start swinging. You don't have to ever worry about passing turn as long as Davis is on field. So I did have one tech in there. You didn't see it this game, but the Davis is cool, but his on-play effect, you know, you're only going to get half of his on-play effect. So you're going to miss out on that green. But the memory fixing ability is really, really nice. So while digging deeper for the things you need, he definitely has some balancing there of, you know, really, really powerful for this deck, but also not quite as powerful as maybe like in an Imperialdramon deck. But it is what it is. One extra tamer in a deck that has lots of tamers, not too bad. If you want to see this Etemon deck profile, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll get this player back, and we'll do an in-person deck profile, get their thoughts and what they're thinking, what their card selection was. Like I said, the Machinedramon in there was really, really spicy. Also seeing those Millenniummons in there, also super spicy, because you can just get to pop that Etemon out, and then immediately drop the Millenniummon on top of the Etemon, for, you know, just his cost. Oh, it's so cool when you get to see that come off. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoy this type of content, I try to put it out as much as possible, so definitely subscribe. Also, if you really enjoyed the content, check out my Patreon. I have a link in the description below for it. You can get access to my Discord server, as well as if you're a Dragon Village Inn fan, account takeovers where I help you out with your account. If you're a Digimon fan, I've got monthly giveaway, well, not even giveaways, I've got monthly merch that's specific to Patreon, stuff like memory counters, custom made. This is the baby form of Vmon here. There's gonna be more in the works also, so lots of memory counters, all kinds of awesome Digimon merch. So definitely check out that tier, and if you're just all out crazy, there's other tiers if you're that dedicated. As well as check out my Teespring. I've got awesome merch there, you know, official Battle Ready Ink merch. Awesome phone cases for you Digimon fans out there. They've got them for iPhones as well as Samsungs, so they are super sweet. If you've seen the last Digimon movie, that's where these are from. I had a friend of mine custom make these so that way they fit perfectly on these phone cases. They look super good, so definitely check those out. But at the end of the day, if you can't do any of that, just like I said, like the video. That helps a ton. And subscribe. It doesn't hurt, but it helps me. So that's what's the real benefit. And as always, I'll see you next time.